in the old indigenous cultures. For example, you want to marry, part of the door of the girl have to be on tobacco leaf. Or you were a brave, a soldier of the tribe. What the tribe have to provide for you have to be on tobacco leaf or cocoa beans. Okay, what was the currency of the day? Or you want to worship the gods. The only way that our ancestors believed that you can communicate with the gods was smoking a cigar, because the praise can only travel through the smoke. Right now we keep that tradition because sometimes we have some cigars that we want to pray, we are smoke them. Now, right now we have 4 main regions here in Nicaragua where we planted tobacco. You know it?
Walter
was asking me. Each one of these places have a terroir. Tobacco have terroir. According to the soil, the weather, the variety, and the humans who work on the field is the kind of tobacco you will have at the end. Right now we have 4 main regions in Nicaragua. We have Estelí, Condega, Jalapa, and Ometepe Island. We have 2 more places when we are starting experimenting, we can produce a very good quality tobacco. For example, tobacco from Estelí, we are going to see better on the field. Soil from Estelí are really clayish. So the special signature from here is spiciness. Tobacco from Estelí, you can expect notes of black pepper, hot pepper. If you go to Jalapa, close to the border with Honduras, soils there are really sandy, so the principal notes you can expect there are from cocoa, espresso, sugarcane, molas. You go to Condega, like 35 kilometers from here. Tobacco are a mix between Estelí and Jalapa. It's like a Thai food, sweet and spicy at the same time. And you go to Ometepe Island because you have higher altitude, the soils are volcanic, you have more humidity in the environment. Tobacco have between medium to full strength and a dark sense of chocolate on them. But, as I said before, tobacco have terroir, and that begins from the seed. For give you an idea how tiny a tobacco seed is, 10,000 seeds make 1 gram. In 1 pot of tobacco, you have 5,000 seeds. Now, we are going to do it. Germination traits. Fifth. Okay.
Morning, guys. Good morning.
Semillero de AJ Fernandez. Que variedade está sembrando aqui, irmão? Que variedade que é essa, sabe?
This variety is Corojo Especial.
Corojo Especial.
Yeah. Don't ask why it's special, because it's a secret of the company. Now, the tobacco seed is so tiny that there is no way you can plant it on the soil. What we do here is we mix it with water, and with a water bucket, we spread all over the trays. When they start germinating, we pick 1 by 1 and plant it in the definitive tray. 50 of these trays want to make 1 manzana. 1 manzana is a Nicaraguan way of measuring land. It's like 7,026 meters, like 1 acre or something.
So if I wanted to take seeds home, for instance, and plant them, I couldn't just put them in a pot like we normally plant seeds and put water and hope to get a plant.
Yeah, why is planted here? I forgot the explanation.
Well, remember, tobacco is really sensitive. The key factor here is the development of the radicular system, the roots. Okay. So in case you have any disease, this is the stage where tobacco is more sensitive. Remember, if the radicular system is damaged, it's not going to produce a good tobacco at the end. Here we make sure that the trays are disinfected, the substrate where they are growing have all the nutrients they require, humidity is provided, We protect the plants from any wind, insects. They are in quarantine. When they reach like 15 to 20 centimeters, we start planting on the field.
How long does it take from here to the field? Like 45 days or maybe?
25 days approximately, 25, 30 days.
25 I think is...
25.
You're sure?
25. Now...
Esse é o solo desse ali.
We have this is the London clay, which is causes all sorts of problems in London with shrinkage and expansion of.
But the clay is more creamish, isn't it?
Estamos aqui em AJ Fernandez. Eles têm 8 fazendas, 8 farms, né, campos de plantação diferentes. Só que chama... O nome de aqui é Lila ou Lilia? Lila. Lila ou Lilia?
La Lilia.
La Lilia. Bueno, buenísimo. Gracias, hermano.
Here, this way, please.
Então, os fósforos para quebradiço, que interessante isso.
Sí, te da bastante. Todo tiene una relación.
Sí.
O sea, cuando ya te comienzas a meter en esto, es increíble. O sea, okay, no sé.
Sí, sí.
The closest thing to make a cigar is making wine. Again, like grape tobacco have terroir. According to, as I said before, so the soil, the weather, the humans who are working the field impact directly with the flavor you will have at the end. Now, we have 2 forms of grow tobacco here in this farm. We have sun grow and shade grow. These both are the same variety, but because they have different environmental conditions, the product at the end is going to be different. Now, tobacco plant is a living thing. It's biological. That means they have a metabolism. Metabolism is divided in 2. You have catabolism, which means destruction. Anabolism means construction. Now, the leaves that are close to the soil are, picture a tobacco plant like a pyramid. You have seco, viso, ligero. 3 stratas.
É diferente do cubano, viu?
The leaf close to the soil. The main function is the burning. The second, viso, is flavor and aroma. On top, ligero, strength. So that provides the 2 characteristics of the cigar, which are body, flavor, aroma, plus the amount of smokiness. Strength, the amount of nicotine inside the variety and inside the cigar. Remember, in the cigar you have a blend. Different proportions of viso, seco, and ligero. Now, as I said before, the plant have a metabolism, anabolism, catabolism, the 2 parts of the metabolism. Leaf close to the soil are in catabolism. That means they are the oldest of the leaf. The plant is extracting nutrients from there. That's why they are so thin. That's why they don't have no much aroma, no much flavor. They are seco. In the middle, the leaves are in balance. Anabolism is equal to catabolism. That means that all sugar, starch, nitrogen components are there. Flavor and aroma. On top are the youngest of the leaf. That means they are in anabolism. They are constructing tissue. So they have more sap in there. Remember, nicotine is produced on the roots and they are translocated to the leaf through the vascular system, xylema and phloema. So, because they are the youngest, that means they have more sap, they have more sunlight, they have more nicotine inside. Any question?
A little bit. What the difference specific about the catabolism and the metabolism?
Okay, catabolism.
In the plants.
Catabolism means destruction. The plant is destroying tissue.
What do you mean with destroying tissue?
Yeah.
You have a metabolism. Okay, you are
If you go on a diet and stop eating, you start consuming your own fat and muscle. You turn into catabolic state.
He's a doctor. That's why.
Thank you.
But can you explain in the plant, please? What is the effects in the plant? How do you say this?
This one, because are the oldest, which are the first to reach the senescence, which are the state when we start to prime them, because they reach the right amount of sugar and starch, tannins, we want in the tobacco for the fermentation.
Okay.
So, when that's starting, the plant is start to extracting nutrients. They are the oldest, so the plant already are doing that. But if you let them run too long, all the flavor, all the aroma is gone. What you will have is just paper.
Okay.
A kind of paper.
Those leaves there are the seco at the end of the day?
The seco, the close to the soil?
No, the one that are already grown. This one here. At the end, when the plant is...
Yeah, they are going to become seco.
They become seco, okay.
Now, tobacco have terroir. That says that the soil you have here will impact directly, together with the variety, on the flavor and the aroma. For example, if you have potassium, you will have more burning. You will have better burning. If you have chlorine, the burning is going to be low. Now, this year, last year, sorry, the rainy season was really heavy. So we have a lot of water.
Which is not good.
It's not good because water increases the absorption of chlorine. That means that the burning at the end is going to be bad.
Yeah.
So we need to wait until the soil reaches the optimum humidity inside to start planting. And we need to check out the pH of the soil. Remember, depending how high or how low is the pH in the soil, is the aftertaste you want to feel.
Really?
Yeah, the aftertaste.
What pH are you looking for? What is the range that's...
That's a secret.
Sorry for that.
Innocent question.
So you can see how important it is to work with different nutrients to reach what we want in the tobacco. Now, as I said before, we have two different ways of planting tobacco, sun grow and shade grow. Same variety here, because you want to receive more sun grow, that means the tissue on the plant is going to be thicker.
Right. So this is the filler and the other one is the wrapper? Or
not necessarily. Not necessarily. So in this one, this way please. Again, the same variety, but what we're looking here is the leaf have to be thinner. Right now with the shade grow, the cheesecloth, we are taking out like a 30% of sunlight. Right now we have like a 70% of sunlight. That means the leaf need to grow looking for the light. So that means the leaves are gonna be thinner. They need to increase the surface to absorb the same amount of light that the other, the same variety. But there, because you have enough sunlight, they are gonna be thicker. Here, they lack of it. So the plant need to grow in wider, but they're gonna be thinner.
Which is perfect for the wrapper.
Which is perfect for wrapper. Remember, one of the things we are looking on the wrapper is elasticity.
Yeah.
And the height is different too. Here is more height, and there is no so good. In terms of height. Again,
you play with that. Remember, this is a game. I like to say that growing tobacco is like alchemy. It's science and an art at the same time, because you play with different factors. As I say, you play with pH to increase or decrease the aftertaste. It's the same here. You were asking about the pots on the plant.
Yeah.
That you need to let on the plant, the pots on the plant, for wrappers. Not necessarily. Okay, the pot. The idea of the pot is they are growing the seed there, so they are extracting energy from the plant. So you can let them for a period of time to extract a specific amount of energy and create a specific texture and thickness. So you play with that parameter.
Okay.
Does that also affect the aroma? Because some cigars have a much more aroma. If you walk into a room, you can smell some much more than others.
Yeah. The aroma is affected more again for the terroir. Remember, you have different components there. So depending if you have more iron, you have more magnesium. For example, calcium and magnesium, the relation of calcium and magnesium affect the sweetness of the tobacco. You have more of this and less of that, the same variety will taste completely different, whether it be sweeter or bitter. So again, you play with all the minerals in the soil.
So the soil is, you know, the terroir is...
The terroir is highly important. Of course, the variety have a lot to say. For example, a variety that don't have naturally too much tannins, the darker, will make dark the leaf, is not going to be good for aging. Because again, you need tannin for aging, like wine. That's why white wine, they can stand long periods on a cava. You know? The same happen with tobacco.
And do you add minerals?
You always have. You remember, you are extracting nutrients, minerals from the soil and sending to other place because the crop is not going back here. So we need to always add in nutrients to the soil. Now we have two ways of irrigation. We have what do you say, gravity? By gravity. That means somebody with a hoe is walking, and we need to add the fertilizer directly to the plant. That's a problem because when you add the fertilizer, that way you increase the salinity on the soil. That means you change the pH.
Yeah, the saltiness.
Exactly. Yeah. So here, what we do is we use this irrigation system. We irrigate and fertilize at the same time. The idea is you control better the pH. You control better the aftertaste on the tobacco. Now, this irrigation system is from Israel. Right now, they are the best with any agricultural system. Any question?
No.
Why the difference in the two? Why do you do that over there and this here?
Again, because this is going to be specific for wrapper.
Got it. Okay. Got it.
So we need to again here we need to control a specific nutrients carefully than in the other side.
There's also the price, because I mean this is an expensive system to put in.
Yeah.
And you want that for the expensive leaves.
Yeah, exactly. A pound of filler could cost like $10. A pound of wrapper could be like $50 to $100 per pound.
Wow. What do you do with the stalks? Do you use them as fertilizer?
No. Yeah, we incorporate to the soil.
Yeah, got it.
More chlorine?
Chlorine affect the burning. I mean, the color of the ash is going to be black, completely black.
But if you say that you have a scalinated planting, right?
Yeah.
That means you have crops year round.
Only when we have drought.
Okay.
A drought. That's because we can control water.
Okay, but you basically harvest the plant in the same month, all of them.
Not in the same month. Remember, our dry season is starting November and lasts to May. So we have that window to start planting and picking up the primings.
Before we came here, we had stopped at that other Cano, Victor Cano. Is it? That's the name?
Victor Cano.
And they were explaining about that new irrigation system that most everybody's adopting now. Do y'all have it as well too?
Yeah,
the filtration system and all
that.
Now you say you can't control irrigation. For irrigation. Now you say you can't control the water, but by the same token, you have access to water.
Well, we have water here. You have to remember that Esteli is a underground lake. All this is a lake.
Saturated with water.
Oh,
hey.
How are you?
AJ Fernandez.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, sir.
We met last year. Hello.
Yeah. Welcome. Hey.
Oh, hello, my friend.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. ¿Qué tal?
¿Cómo tú estás, compadre?
Y ahora estás aquí.
¿Eh? ¿Ah?
¿Cómo estás?